My name is Saqib Khan. I'm the Global Field CIO for Tanium. I represent the ServiceNow partnership for Tanium globally. I think endpoints overall as a non-negotiable accurate state of the environment is really the foundations of Agentic AI to begin with. And if you think about what that means, traditionally we've always been so dependent on data to drive better process and ultimate outcomes for the business and our people. Now with autonomy and Agentic AI, we're very reliant on decisions being made in a way that humans really have very little touch to that process. So with that, we depend on data more and more. And we depend on good data, the data that we can continuously learn from and harness for scalable actions across the enterprise. And that requires a level of confidence and trust. The reason why real-time in the context of Agentic AI and overall outcomes that we attempt to achieve within IT and cybersecurity is that runtime and real-time data, it is a sense of validation before a decision is made. And so when you think about the largest disruptions or the largest breaches that occur in the world for very large organizations, whichever industry it is, the reality is that decisions take time because we just aren't sure in that moment when the decision has to be made. So real time, the time that it takes to make that decision is seconds. And that makes a big difference in how long an outage takes or how long a breach takes to contain. That is the difference between real-time and runtime in the world of Agentic versus our traditional data sets. One metric that you can observe over 90 days for an organization when it comes to context of Agentic AI and really runtime data or real-time data is there's soft cost and there's hard cost. The soft cost, and I say cost because I think costs can be either dollars or it could be efficiency gains and other areas of productivity that may be impacted. But over 90 days, you can effectively measure the avoidance of incidents altogether. And I've seen this with a customer that I've worked with where incident avoidance and incident reduction by 47% was a metric that we actually saw grew in terms of percentage. So, going from 10% reduction of incident volume to 47% because of Agentic AI now being able to make autonomous decisions off of real-time validation and data made a significant difference in the number of incidents avoided and closed overall for that organization. The one thing that I would like everyone to really think through before they make risk-based decisions in the world of Agentic AI, I work in the ServiceNow world almost with some of the largest customers globally. What I hear is that there's a lack of adoption because there's a lack of trust. And trust in our world is really built off of data. If you don't have trust in data and the sources that provide it, you just won't get to that level of confidence to be fully autonomous. And what I will leave everybody with is really, I think there is a short-term and a long-term possibility of the business becoming fully autonomous. It's true, you can get there. But it has to start with the building blocks of building that trust, investing in the right sources for data, and ensuring you can define what a source should be to be able to have that level of trust in it to begin with. So go back and understand what are the sources of truth for your environment. Is it real time? Is it runtime? How often does those sources actually sync with your systems? And all of those decision criteria, requirements are going to be very important to building those foundational blocks for trust. And then you gain the confidence in that.